Good morning everybody and welcome to this episode of Mountains Peak. Okay everybody and welcome again. This is take two, rookie mistake. It's a bit early, I forgot to hit record on the camera and did a big long spiel with the camera and didn't record it. So yeah, good morning, welcome to, we're just outside Laoigh Bridge, about 30 minutes north of Fort William. And we're looking to tackle the Grey Corries today. So I've got my phone out because the names are really long, really hard to pronounce. So I'll give it a go anyway. So first off, we've got Stob, Coire, Claurigh, Stob, Coire and Laoigh and Coire. All three Monroes are around 1100 metres mark. I think the first one's actually nearly 1200 metres, so they're all pretty big. I think we've got a fair amount of ascent today as well. I think it's around 1500 metres of ascent, and I think most of that's, well, not most of it, a chunk of it certainly is taken up by a there and back sort of thing. We have to kind of go out to one and come back again, so we're getting some of the ascent on that. But yeah, it's a 10 plus mile walk as well, so it's a big day. Hence the early starts, about 6 in the morning. We actually stayed the night in the Caledonian hotel in Fort William. I think it's Caledonian. Cracking wee hotel last night. We watched the England match. I've got English fans. That's Andrew from Scottish Treks. He's with me today. You might have seen him in the last video we did at Ben Scullairs. And yeah, he's going to be joining us. Hopefully we get a cracking view. The weather's supposed to be decent today. You won't be able to see it, but all the stars are out right now. And we've got some okay pictures with my phone, but I wish I had a DSLR for this. I don't think it's quite a dark skies area, but it's nice. It's a nice area. So yeah, we're going to get cracking. We're not going to do too much to the camera on the way up unless there's something really, really interesting, but it's too dark and I forgot my video light, so I'm using the car headlights. I'll probably flatten the battery. But yeah, so one word of warning, as Andrew found out a little bit the hard way. When you get to Laoigh Bridge, you have to turn right up a farm track to come to here, where there's a little car park. I'll put a wee what three words up to where we've parked the car. That road is rough, really rough. Huge deep potholes, very rugged ground. I've got a Land Rover Discovery, which thankfully I brought that today. I've got another wee car that I usually use for the longer jaunts for better on the fuel, but I'm so glad I brought this Land Rover today. I was driving behind Andrew watching his exhaust jiggle about, thinking it was going to fall off at one point. But yeah, very, very rough, so just bear that in mind when you're coming here. It may be worthwhile parking a wee bit further down and taking the walk to save the car. So, no more gibbering, I'm going to get cracking. I will hopefully see you near the summit of the first mountain with a cracking sunrise. Speak to you then. You swing it? Go for it. It's going for it. It's going for it. Oh, nice. Yes. Nice. Oh, right folks. Sorry there's not been much talking to the camera. That's us at 600 metres. That's been a steep pull. I think it's described as tussocky as well on Walk Islands, and I'd say it's accurate. It's quite rough grass, pathless, boggy in a lot of sections as well. Certainly when you leave the kind of Land Rover track up. Hopefully you can see me okay. GoPros are terrible with low light, so I've put the red light on, hopefully just kind of illuminate my face a little bit. Sunrise is coming up. We've got just under an hour before sunrise. You've got Anach Beg just getting covered in cloud now as the sun's starting to hit the snowy slopes. It's kind of evaporating some of the moisture. But looking north, it looks absolutely fantastic, so we're hoping we're going to get this sunrise. It'll be unbelievable if we do. But I've got a bit of catching up to do with Andrew. I'm going to go and catch up, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's been good, but I'm glad I've got the poles. Really, really helpful so far. Just securing you on the kind of loose, wet grass. So definitely recommended. Right, as it is biting cold, you can probably tell from the hat and the jacket. I don't normally wear that going uphill. Normally I sweat too much, but it is so cold it's needed today. -1 at the start, and they reckon you drop what, 3 degrees per 1,000 feet, and we're going up 3,000 feet, so do the maths. It's going to be bloody cold, that's for sure. Getting wee gusts of wind now and again, but hopefully that'll help push the clouds away. Right, I'm going to get cracking. I'll see you near the top. We made it second time. Say second time because we thought the turn, which is down there, no, you can see it from here, the turn down there, we actually thought that was the summit. It wasn't. I'm going to try and get out of the way. Billy's away, get a picture. So I'll try and form my backside. Here we go, right, we're down. So here we are on top of Stob, Coire, Claurigh, 1177 I think we're at. I think it's normally 1171 on the maps. But there's a bit of a ridge walk to get here. It was good fun, but I think any wintry air, if that's a word, if it was any more wintry, that would be very difficult. Hopefully you can hear me in the wind. I'll just turn you around. So, not the bigger peak, the smaller peak to the left is the turn, and that's what we thought was the summit at first. In our defence, it was clouded in at the time, so this is quite obviously the summit. Billy's getting a cracking picture, look. Brilliant, there he is. There's Billy's up the top. There's Ben Nevis in the background there. Stunning. And the Anarch Beg and Anarch Morph. So, yeah, I think we're going to attempt a wee bit of drone footage and we'll see how we got on. So we're going to huddle up out the wind, get a wee bite to eat, fly the drone and see what happens. So if I get some good footage, here you go. Oh, see if we get a wee bit of shelter. Buddy. Right folks, where are we? This is us. Excuse me, sorry, I was having to sort myself out a wee bit there. This is us up the top of Stob, Coire and Laoigh. It looks like it's just about 1100 metres. So it's been a bit of a long one, to be honest. I mean, look at that. So the tallest peak over there is where we just came from. It's going to be a couple of kilometres at least. So I'll show you where we're going. We're going to grab some lunch here quickly. I'm not going to stay on too long because it's getting late today. So we've got to descend onto that summit there, onto that top. Come off the left hand side of it, and that's peak number 3 for the day. We don't get to go off the back, we have to come all the way back up, back over that, and then we come off of that plateau there, back down to where the car was parked. So, still got a bit of walking to do. And I just checked, sunset is at quarter to 4 or quarter to 4. The sunset is, so we've still got about 3 hours of daylight left, so we should at least get we should be on the descent by the time the sun's going down, which is good. And Ben Nevis in the background just looks even more menacing from here, doesn't it? Well, I was just saying, I haven't really seen it from this angle before, and it's quite menacing looking, that's for sure. I normally see this big white rounded domed peak, but not today. Anyway, we're going to get something to eat. Hope you're not getting blinded with the sun. I've got you right in the sun there. Going to get something to eat, do a wee bit of admin, and then crack on. My battery's hammering down now with the cold. So hopefully you've enjoyed the drone footage on the ridge. That was really, I enjoyed doing that. Try and get a wee bit more maybe on the way down. So speak to you a wee bit further down the trail. Okay folks, sorry about the glasses, it's keeping the wind out my eyes and it's helped me see basically. You just saw, we've just come off of Stob, Coire and Laoigh, I can't remember, that one, second one, number 2. I just wanted to point out a little bit of very slight cornicing. Can you see that? You maybe see it better from when we get further up. But basically, yeah, I mean, I'm not experienced by any means, but I know that I shouldn't be walking that close to the edge when it's covered in snow because there's probably nothing under it. It's just going to be like snow piled up. You don't want to get caught out going through and falling down. It's quite a long way to go. Quite a long way to go. So, yeah, it's been quite long so far. I knew it was a bit of a beast of around us. As I said this morning, I think it's well over 10 miles. We've been having our micro spikes on. Hold on. Show you them. We're going to go this way. Oh God almighty. So if you follow me, and following the videos of the last time I was, maybe even 2 years ago, when I did Duncombe in the ice. Haven't really had the need to wear them since. But they've came in handy today. It just gives you that extra bit of reassurance, you know. And I know that the die-hard alpinists and mountaineers don't, well, I'm not saying they don't like them, but from some of the people I've heard online, they're not crampons, and they're absolutely not crampons. They're just ice spikes. Crampons are about that size, big teeth on them. But I do think they have their place, certainly in the Scottish Hills, because today is nowhere near serious enough for crampons, nowhere near it. But it merits something more than a boot. And these fill the gap nicely, I think. And you're picking them up between £15 and £30 from Amazon, Decathlon, and I think even like the outdoor shops now are starting to stock them. I know that a lot of people that are really experienced mountaineers and stuff, they don't really tend to like them. But for people like myself, it gives you that added speed that you wouldn't get normally because you'd be slipping everywhere. So it gives you a bit of added speed, and it allows you to come out in the winter days and make the most of the short daylight hours. So yeah, I like them. And as I said, I think they've got their place. I've needed them today. You can just see it now, you see the snow line there. That's just gathered up on the leeward side, is it, of the hill? I'm sure if that's wrong, somebody will correct me. But it's been a good day. The lads have been good crack. So Billy's tagged on. Don't actually know if I can introduce Billy. We met Billy before we went up number 1. And it turns out me and Billy know some of the same people. So it's a small world, it really is, especially out in the hills. He lives close by to me as well, which is nice. So Billy's just done 81 mountains, and Andrew, what's he done now? 121 mountains. It's almost halfway there. So he's definitely in the 120s. So, you see that big peak behind me? It's seeming like a bit of a challenge now. You've got to drop down into that Beala down there. Back up and back down. That might be a one for leaving the packs, do you know that? I'll maybe suggest that to the guys. See what they say. Just take the camera. Yeah. Right, I'll crack on for now. Bored you long enough. And I'll see you a bit further on when we decide what we're doing. Okay folks, we change of plan. We're going to turn around, we're going to head back after the 2. We're both kind of struggling a wee bit with the distance and the cold. And cramps starting to set in, man. I'm getting really bad cramps and I'm struggling to drink water because it's freezing, so no harm. We've had a cracking day, man. I've really enjoyed it.
I done a couple yesterday, so my legs are quite sore.
I was going to add that in.
Make myself look better.
He did 2 Monroes yesterday, to be fair. So he's got tired legs, and rightly so. And I've just checked my watch, right? So our ascent so far today is 1,680 metres. So that's how much we've climbed. We've still got, what, 400 metres of ascent still to do if we were to take on that number 3. So that would be 2,000 metres of ascent. That's nuts. It's a lot. Yeah. So listen, I've had a great day. I've had an absolutely brilliant day. I met Billy. We're going to try and meet up with Billy again. Really nice guy. And we've got some cracking drone footage of some great views. I mean, you've got the whole Moors range behind you. I'll get that on in a wee second. You've got the Annox and the Ben Nevis over there.
Stunning.
Absolutely brilliant. So we've got this plateau to do as well. I'm looking forward to doing that as well. So yeah, bear with us. We'll do a wee kind of walk down, back to the cars, and we'll just have it call it a wee bit early and maybe get up the road nice and early for dinner. I'll see you a wee bit further on. Wow folks, tired legs. I'm going to need to get my finger out with some training or something. Tired legs, tired feet. Time to get these spikes off. I'm going to end up back. So, initially, where you've seen the drone footage there, on the plateau. That's great walking. I think even in wet conditions that would be great walking. But as you start descending the slopes a bit, as you can imagine, it gets a bit boggier and boggier and boggier. To the point where you end up in a forest. I tried to film some of it for you there, where it is pretty boggy, and in wet conditions that's going to be brutal. There's no two ways about it. So where these, I mean, even today when it wasn't that wet as such, they still help. Plus they help keep the heat in as well. But definitely a boggy descent, and it's a steep descent because we were just talking about it. Obviously we've not done the third Grey Corrie there, and we want to come back, and we talked about maybe coming doing a wild camp, not a summit one, but like on that plateau would be ideal. And it's coming down, you're kind of trudging away, and you're kind of just slowing yourself down with your toes and stuff. But I imagine going up with a heavy pack, that's going to be a bit of work, that. So maybe one for the future. Oh my god. But definitely, that's been a great hike today. We've got, hopefully got some decent footage, some decent pictures, made new friends and Billy. So yeah, it's been good today. We have got, I reckon, about a 2 kilometre walk back to the car maybe. So still a bit of work to do. But we're on this track now and it's self-explanatory. You don't need me to show you this. Just walking on a Land Rover track that's signposted to Spean Bridge. So hopefully this will suffice in our debrief. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's been really, really good. And as you know, the views has been outstanding. It always makes the walk worthwhile when you get the views and you get the day for it. But then equally you need to be persistent in the days that you don't get them. So
Don't be a fair weather walker.
Don't be a fair weather walker, just get out and do it. So good for you, so good for you. So I'm going to love using Laoigh, so I'm going to get my gear together, get packed back up, so then get this 2k done. Just to give you an idea, that's 18.6 kilometres and a 1700 metres of ascent. I'll put the thing up at the end that I normally do, you'll get to see my full stats, but that's going to be 20 kilometres by the time we get back to the car. So even though we didn't do that third one, can you imagine if we did? That'd be mental. So, good day was had by all. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys, and don't forget to like, subscribe, click the little bell icon. It helps all the algorithms and all that do their job. So if you like the content, then you get more of that content. Hopefully some of it's mine. But don't forget as well to like and subscribe on Andrew's channel, Scottish Treks. Some good footage there as well. Brilliant production value. So yeah, I'll leave you just now. So until the next time, guys, take care and stay safe.